Jessa Duggar shares rare baby bump update in final weeks of pregnancy. Jessa Duggar Seewald has recently shared a rare update on her current pregnancy, offering her followers a glimpse into the final weeks before the arrival of her newest child. As one of the more publicly followed members of the Duggar family, Jessa's pregnancy journey has often attracted significant interest. However, this latest pregnancy has been marked by a more private approach, making her update all the more notable. The former Counting On star took to social media to post a snapshot of her baby bump, something she has rarely done during this pregnancy. The image, which was modest and simple, came with a caption that briefly acknowledged how far along she is in the pregnancy. This has been interpreted by many followers as a signal that she is entering the final stretch, possibly just a few weeks away from delivery. Unlike previous pregnancies, Jessa has not shared frequent bump photos or detailed updates this time around. In the past, she had often documented her experiences, cravings, and thoughts as she prepared for labor and delivery. This time, however, the tone has been noticeably more subdued. The change has led to speculation about whether her decision was influenced by personal choice, public scrutiny, or simply a shift in how she chooses to document her family life. Jessa's current pregnancy marks her fifth. She and her husband Ben Seewald are already parents to 4 children: Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, and Fern. Each of her previous pregnancies had varying degrees of public exposure, with some being heavily documented through TLC shows or social media, and others kept more private. This 5th pregnancy has followed the latter route, with very few public statements or photos until now. The recent update has sparked a wave of congratulations and well wishes from fans and followers, many of whom have been eagerly awaiting news about the baby's due date, gender, and name. While Jessa has not disclosed those details, her latest post confirms that the baby is expected very soon. This brief but meaningful post has added fuel to ongoing discussions and speculations among Duggar family watchers. In addition to the baby bump photo, Jessa included a short written update that did not go into much detail, but reassured fans that she was doing well. She mentioned feeling grateful and excited, sentiments that align with her past reflections on motherhood. The lack of medical or emotional specifics has not deterred fans from interpreting the post as a sign that everything is progressing smoothly in the final weeks of her pregnancy. Jessa's pregnancies have not always been without complications. In her previous pregnancy with Fern, she shared details about health concerns and hospital delivery. This history may be one reason why some fans have been more alert to any updates. The quiet nature of this pregnancy may also be attributed to her past experiences, especially after the miscarriage she publicly spoke about before welcoming Fern. That loss deeply affected her and Ben, and may have influenced how they approached this current pregnancy. Ben Seewald has not made any major public statements about this upcoming addition to their family. However, he has occasionally appeared in family photos and brief updates shared by Jessa, indicating his continued involvement and support throughout the journey. The couple has always emphasized their shared faith and commitment to family values, themes that are often central in their public posts. Jessa's decision to share an update now may be a reflection of her readiness to slowly re-engage with her followers as the due date nears. The Duggar family remains a subject of public fascination, especially given the controversies and challenges they have faced over the years. Jessa, in particular, has maintained a somewhat quieter profile compared to her earlier days on reality TV. Her update has been seen as a way to acknowledge continued interest from her audience without reopening herself entirely to public scrutiny. The timing of the update also coincides with a broader wave of Duggar-related news. Several of Jessa's siblings are currently experiencing major life events, including pregnancies, new babies, and personal announcements. These developments have brought renewed attention to the family, and Jessa's post adds another layer to the ongoing narrative. While she did not make any reference to her family members, the collective momentum of updates may have encouraged her to share her own moment. Jessa's followers have expressed appreciation for her measured and thoughtful approach to social media. Many have commented on the simplicity of the post and how it reflects a more grounded phase of her life. Over the years, Jessa has evolved from a reality TV personality to a mother who seems focused on raising her family with intention and privacy. Her recent baby bump photo is seen as consistent with that shift, offering a glimpse without revealing too much. The identity and gender of the baby remain a mystery. Jessa has not confirmed whether she and Ben know the gender or whether they have chosen to be surprised at birth. Similarly, there has been no mention of potential baby names. In the past, the couple has shared their name choices after birth, often selecting names with biblical or meaningful significance. It remains to be seen whether they will follow the same pattern this time. It is also unclear whether Jessa plans to share a birth story or post-delivery update. Her recent online activity suggests a preference for minimal updates, but that could change depending on how comfortable she feels post-birth. Followers will likely be watching her social media closely for any indications that the baby has arrived. In the broader context of Duggar pregnancies, Jessa's current approach contrasts with that of some of her sisters and sisters-in-law, who have been more open and frequent in their sharing. This diversity in how family members handle their public lives reflects a shift within the Duggar family as a whole. No longer united under a single TV show or brand, individual members are carving out distinct paths and public personas. Jessa's understated update aligns with this trend of differentiation. The focus on health, gratitude, and family stability in her brief message suggests that these are her current priorities. While some followers may wish for more information, many others respect her choice to maintain boundaries. This balanced approach is seen as a way for Jessa to stay connected to her audience without sacrificing the privacy of her growing family. Looking back on Jessa's previous pregnancies, a pattern emerges. Her early motherhood years were highly visible, as she was one of the first Duggar daughters to marry and start a family. As time passed and the Duggar family faced increased scrutiny, Jessa gradually stepped back from the spotlight. This trend appears to be continuing with her fifth child, as she carefully chooses what to share and when. No announcement has been made about whether this will be Jessa and Ben's final child, or if they plan to continue expanding their family. In past interviews, they have expressed openness to having more children, but have also acknowledged the challenges that come with raising a large family. For now, it seems that their attention is fully on welcoming the newest addition safely and joyfully. Support from fans has remained steady. Despite controversies surrounding the larger Duggar family, many followers continue to express affection and admiration for Jessa's parenting style and authenticity. The comment section of her recent post was filled with warm wishes, prayers, and compliments on how she's handling this stage of life. This positive feedback may play a role in how much more she shares moving forward. No sponsorships or collaborations were featured in Jessa's baby bump post, which further reinforced the low-key nature of the update. In the past, some Duggar family members have used such moments for brand promotion or monetized posts. Jessa's decision to avoid that route suggests a different set of priorities, one centered on family over fame. As she nears her due date, the anticipation surrounding Jessa's delivery will likely continue to grow. The Duggar fanbase, while smaller and more fragmented than during the height of Counting On, remains engaged and curious. If she chooses to announce the birth publicly, it will likely be met with a surge of interest and support. For now, however, the rare bump update is all her followers have to go on. In conclusion, Jessa Duggar Seewald has offered a rare and meaningful glimpse into the final weeks of her fifth pregnancy. By sharing a simple baby bump photo and a brief message, she has acknowledged her audience without sacrificing her privacy. The update comes during a period of heightened Duggar family attention and reflects Jessa's evolving approach to public life. While details about the baby remain undisclosed, the tone of her post suggests gratitude, anticipation, and calmness as she prepares for another chapter of motherhood. Whether or not she continues to share more publicly, this moment stands as a quiet milestone in her family's journey. Duggar news. Jed and Katie revealed they broke a shocking record. Celebrate big milestone. Jed Duggar and his wife Katie Duggar have made headlines once again after revealing that they've reached a remarkable milestone in their growing family. The couple, known for maintaining a relatively private profile compared to other Duggar family members, recently shared an update that they have now set a family record in terms of the number of children born within a certain time frame among the extended Duggar siblings. This revelation adds to the continued fascination with the Duggar family, whose size and values have sparked public interest for more than a decade. Jed and Katie Duggar were married in April 2021. Since then, the couple has expanded their family quickly. They welcomed their first child, a son named Truett, in May 2022, and followed up with their second baby, a daughter named Nora, in early 2024. Now, as the couple celebrates the arrival of their third child in mid-2025, the Duggars are officially acknowledging that this marks a new pace of growth for any Duggar couple in the first 4 years of marriage. Jed, the 10th child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, comes from a family known for its strong Christian values and large family size. While many of his siblings have also started families of their own, Jed and Katie's pace in expanding their household has now surpassed all others in terms of frequency and time span. According to family sources and online discussions among Duggar watchers, no other Duggar sibling couple has welcomed 3 children within just over 4 years of marriage. The couple confirmed the milestone on their social media platforms, sharing a message that emphasized gratitude and reflection on the journey of parenthood. The post acknowledged the challenges and joys of raising a young family, and both Jed and Katie expressed amazement at how quickly time has passed. The caption accompanying the announcement read, "3 under 3.5, we can't believe it. Feeling beyond thankful for these precious blessings." While many Duggar fans are congratulating the couple and praising their parenting journey, the announcement also reignites public discussions around the larger Duggar family's approach to family planning. The Duggars have long been associated with conservative values, including a belief in being open to having as many children as possible. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar famously had 19 children and were advocates of the Quiverfull movement, which embraces large families as a divine blessing. In contrast, many of the Duggar children have taken varied approaches to family life. Some have followed their parents' example with large families of their own, while others have chosen smaller families or delayed parenthood. Jed and Katie's fast-growing household suggests that they may be among the siblings who are closely following their parents' path. Jed Duggar, who has also briefly been involved in Arkansas politics and works in real estate, has often kept a lower public profile than some of his siblings. Katie, who comes from a Christian family with similar values, has appeared alongside him in family photos, vlogs, and occasional social media videos. The couple's joint social media presence is primarily family-focused and includes milestones such as birthdays, family vacations, and celebrations of their children's growth. The revelation of the record-breaking milestone came during a quiet online update that did not feature any formal announcement video or promotional effort. Despite the lack of a grand rollout, the news has gained traction across Duggar fan pages, forums, and social media groups, where longtime followers closely monitor updates about the extended family. Fans who have been tracking Duggar family timelines point out that Jed and Katie's pace of having children surpasses even that of Josh and Anna Duggar, who also had several children quickly after their wedding. However, some are noting that each Duggar couple has their own timeline and preferences, and while comparisons are inevitable, there's no single approach that defines every couple in the family. The record in question appears to be informal, rather than a documented achievement, but Duggar watchers are treating it as notable given how often the family shares life milestones online. Supporters of the couple are expressing encouragement and admiration for how they are managing life with 3 small children. Comments across platforms include phrases like super parents, incredible dedication, and beautiful growing family. Alongside the milestone, the couple also took time to reflect on the lessons they've learned over the course of early parenthood. In a blog-style post shared on Katey's personal site, she outlined her thoughts on balancing the spiritual, emotional, and physical needs of their children while also maintaining a strong marriage. Katey wrote about the importance of prayer, communication, and mutual respect, noting that the first few years of parenting have brought moments of both exhaustion and joy. She emphasized the value of community and family support, something that many Duggar couples have leaned on through the years. With several siblings also raising children, the Duggar extended family frequently gathers for group events and playdates. Family photos show cousins of similar ages spending time together, which creates a built-in network of support for young parents like Jed and Katie. Although the family milestone is being celebrated primarily within Duggar circles, it also comes at a time when public scrutiny of the Duggar family remains high, with documentaries and books having explored the Duggar upbringing, including various controversies. The newer generation of Duggar parents often faces increased attention for how they choose to raise their children. Jed and Katie have largely stayed away from those discussions, focusing instead on their own journey. In doing so, they have carved out a relatively low-key space within the family narrative, which may be one reason why their announcement generated a mix of surprise and excitement. By quietly breaking a record without fanfare, they managed to create a moment that resonated with fans without inviting controversy. One notable aspect of the announcement is the strong support the couple received from other Duggar family members. Several siblings and in-laws commented publicly, offering congratulatory messages and sharing heart emojis. Michelle Duggar, the family matriarch, was said to be especially proud of the couple's parenting and dedication to raising children with intention and faith. The gender reveal and birth details of the 3rd child have not been disclosed in full detail, though early reports indicate a healthy delivery and smooth transition for the entire family. The couple has not released the baby's name yet, prompting speculation and predictions among followers. Historically, Duggar names often follow biblical or traditional themes, leading fans to make guesses based on patterns in the family. While this record-setting update might be seen as just one piece of the ever-evolving Duggar family story, it also signals how the younger generation is stepping into roles previously held by Jim, Bob, and Michelle. As they build their own legacies, couples like Jed and Katie are redefining what it means to be part of the Duggar family, while still holding onto many of the traditions and values they were raised with. In many ways, this milestone reflects the broader pattern among the 2nd-generation Duggars. As more of the siblings enter their late 20s and 30s, conversations around parenting, family values, and generational legacy are taking center stage. For Jed and Katie, this moment seems to be both a celebration and a reaffirmation of their direction as a family. In closing, while the phrase "setting a family record" might sound lighthearted or even unofficial, it captures an important reality for Jed and Katie Duggar. They are embracing a fast-growing family life, leaning into the joys and responsibilities of parenting, and becoming standout members of one of America's most followed large families. Whether or not they continue this pace in the coming years remains to be seen, but for now, they've clearly made their mark. As Duggar fans await the next update from the couple, all eyes are on how this young family continues to grow and evolve, both in size and in values. For Jed and Katie, the journey so far has already been record-breaking, and their supporters will likely be cheering them on every step of the way.